In today's episode, we'll show you how to work on and extend a broken nail. We'll extend it into an almond.
Hi, my name is Connie, and this is a channel dedicated to the art of nail styling. In today's episode, we'll show you how to start extending nails and tell you everything you need to know to make your work quick, safe, and durable.
Products and tools we'll use in today's episode are Easy Shape Light Rose Gel, Perfect Base Coat, and a matte top coat with a pink shimmer. We'll also need cuticle bits number 9, 14, and 15, a 100 to 180 grit file, a 100 to 180 grit buffer, gel brush number 4, purple forms, acid primer, cleaner number 1, and wipe-off cleaner.
We start work by disinfecting our hands, putting on disposable gloves, and disinfecting our clients' hands. Let's get this mantra stuck firmly in our heads because this should always be the intro to a safe manicure.
Using the cuticle bit number 9, set to a speed of 7,000 RPM, we remove the cuticles and lift the nail wall. Then, using the cuticle bit number 15, set to a speed in the range of 10 to 15,000 RPM, we create the so-called pocket. We work at a 45-degree angle to the nail plate. We start from the center of the nail and work to the left, then change the direction of the spin and work on the other side. Using our bit number 14 in a semicircular motion, we remove the cuticles and smooth out the side walls.
Our model has some old product residue left on her nails, so let's use this as an opportunity to learn how to safely remove the leftover gel to start the new design.
We use the 100 side of a 100 to 180 file to shorten the free edge as much as possible. We remove the leftover gel residue with the higher grit side, that is 180. We round the free edge, which makes it easier to apply a form under the nail, then buff the natural nail plate. We work in one direction from left to right. Time to adjust the form. We peel it off the backing paper, cut through the upper perforation, and grab the stencil in both hands. We roll the form, place it under the free edge, and check if it fits. We check the point where the natural nail grows and make an incision there at a 45-degree angle up until the letter I in Indigo. We cut out the so-called cat ear, turn the form, and repeat on the other side. We ensure the angle of the incision is the same on both sides. We stick together the first wings carefully. We're doing an almond extension, which is the most popular salon shape. When constructing an almond, we pinch the form up to the very end to achieve a slender tunnel and a beautiful final shape. We grab the lower wings with one hand and use the other to spread the form and slide it under the nail's free edge. We look at it from the side to check the angle, then close up the back wings. Then we close up the whole form from front to back.
The three main shapes are almond, oval, and square. You'll find many videos on our channel about styling all of those shapes, but today I'd like to invite you to watch the episode 10 Mistakes in an Almond. Be sure to check out all that valuable knowledge.
We dehydrate the entire nail surface using a pad soaked in cleaner number 1. We dot the acid primer onto the natural plate only and wait for it to evaporate.
Acid primer, as the name suggests, contains acid, methacrylic acid to be precise, which scores the nail plate mechanically. We use it mostly for problematic nail plates, and we need to be very careful when doing so. Acid-free primer, on the other hand, works like a double-sided sticky tape. It contains ethyl acetate, and when we use it, there is no need to wait for it to evaporate. We can go ahead with our design straight away.
Using gel brush number 4, we rub Perfect Base into the nail plate and cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. We use the Easy Shape Light Rose Gel to create the frame. We use a small amount of the product to create a slip layer on the entire nail plate. Then we pick up a bigger ball and place it on the joining point of the free edge and the form. We spread the gel sideways and drag it up to number 3 on the form. Using a clean brush, we tidy up the structure's edges, giving it the final shape and length. We must remember to secure the stress point very well. We cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. Using a wooden stick, we gently unstick the form from the gel and peel it down from the finger. We do this very gently to avoid damaging the nail. We pick up a small amount of gel and create a slip layer on the entire nail, then pick up a bigger ball and place it on the apex.
The apex is the most important part of the upper arch of the extended nail. If placed correctly, it protects the whole structure from painful breakages, especially around the stress point.
To make it easier to place the product, we wipe the brush against a dry wipe. We gently dab the gel and push it as close to the cuticles as possible using pulsing motions. Then we move back towards the apex. We use the same motion across the whole area by the nail wall. Then, using a pendulum-like motion, we drag the gel down towards the end of the nail. If we run out of product, we pick up another portion of gel and place it where we left off. Using a pulsing motion, we connect it to the gel we already distributed. We drive the brush gently without pushing it in too deep. We fix up the structure and even out the entire surface. We freeze cure for about 12 seconds in the lamp, then check if the gel has hardened a little.
How do we check that? All we have to do is tap the surface of the gel with a metal tool like a tweezer, and the moment we hear that characteristic hollow sound, we know the gel has hardened enough and it's ready for tunnel pinching. And remember, a beautiful tunnel is the showcase of an almond.
We create the tunnel by pinching the nail around the stress point with tweezers. We place the tweezer on the nail and put it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. We remove the dispersion layer with a pad soaked in wipe-off cleaner.
We get down to filing. What is important? Exactly, the filing pattern, because a job well planned will always go quicker than chaos. We need to have a plan, and this filing pattern is our plan for filing the nail well.
We set the initial almond shape by filing from the sides to the center. We keep an eye to ensure both sides are symmetrical. The next step is to work on the area by the nail wall. We file in one direction to avoid damaging the cuticles. We move on to shaping the upper arch. Using semicircular motions, we round the sides up to the upper arch line. We tidy up the tip of the nail and even out the hairline of the free edge so that it's no thicker than a credit card. We then lift the edge so that it comes out directly from the point where the natural nail grows. Finally, we round the free edge into the so-called boat shape. We perfect the shape with a few last file strokes, then buff the entire surface with a 100 to 180 buffer. We dust the nail off with our cupcake brush. We clean the entire nail surface using a pad soaked in wipe-off cleaner and finish the design off with the new Princess Matte top coat. We cover the entire nail and create the line of light. We cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds and it's done. This is what today's salon almond styling looks like.
What can I say? That's the end of our episode. Let us know in the comments below if the almond reigns in your salons. Maybe it's been trumped by the soft square. Maybe not. Maybe almond is still king. I'm very curious about your responses. And remember, we're here every Wednesday. Thanks for watching.